Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Magick and Myth. Today we're doing our first episode on angels. We'll start out with the most well-known among the roster. Our first episode is on the Archangel Michael. To begin, angels, much like our Creator, are sexless. Sex is a physical construct which has absolutely no bearing on ethereal entities. They may choose to project themselves as one or the other, simply for the sake of human understanding, but when it comes down to it, angels are in fact non-binary. Our Creator too, much as I know they are depicted as a man in the sky, sitting on a throne, on top of a cloud, with an enormous, white, flowing beard, they are non-binary. For the sake of simplicity though, I may refer to them with the pronoun that they are most often associated with. It's okay, they don't mind, they only use pronouns for our sake anyway. Back to the subject of Michael though. His name comes from the Hebrew meaning, gift from God. The suffix, el, coming from a root word that means God, and, of God. Michael is known universally as the warrior.
Battle. Michael, you know what that is? Battle!
Carrying an incandescent, fiery sword, and was the very angel said to have struck down Lucifer, who had led an army of angels against the Creator. This is an angel that you don't want to face off against. He fought the beast, and bested him. I'm sure most of you know about the movies, Insidious? The Conjuring? The Exorcist? Well, these demons are little more than disobedient puppies to Michael. More than just being an incredible attacking force though, he is also a magnificent defender, and gentle, so he is very much a being that you can go to for help. He wants to help you, no matter how small you think the problem might be. Whether you think someone is picking on or taking advantage of you, or you think you're being lied to and need the truth, so next, we'll go into ways to call on Michael. First up, we as sentient beings were blessed with free will. This is both a blessing and a curse, since of course, we get to do what we want, when we want. The downside to this, is that since we have been given the option to choose, an angel or whichever deity you follow can only enter your life with your express permission. Can you imagine watching someone you love making decisions over and over again that you know are only hurting them? Imagine that you know exactly how to help them, to end that suffering, but they haven't asked you to help, so according to universal law, you can only watch them continue to suffer until in frustration they shout, "Please God help me." And worse still, they have to mean it. Just saying the words and going back to your old ways won't let them in. You have to stay conscious of the fact that you want a specific angel or deity to be with you. It's that easy to accidentally lock them out again. So, the color associated with Michael is blue. Not light or dark blue, just blue, which in the craft has the correspondence of association with truth and justice. Something which matters a great deal to Michael. As a way of helping to drawing Michael closer to you, you can wear his color. Any garment will do. You can also wear blue gemstones or carry tumble stones, sapphire, lapis lazuli, sodalite and topaz for example. Wearing his colors will do more than just draw him in though, it will act as a reminder to yourself of why you are wearing that color. That you called Michael, and now he's here. You can also use prayer to contact them. I realize that in the Bible, it says not to worship anyone but the Creator, but here's the thing. We aren't worshiping someone else. They made the angels. Angels are a part of the Creator. Imagine that you're stood in a room, and in that room with you is a version of you from the past, and another from the future. All three versions of you are you, but they are also capable of independent thought, and since all three versions came from the same place, they all have the same goal, so you could say that the consciousnesses of the Creator and all of their angels are connected. That they think together and individually, so asking for one angel's help in a specific area is just speaking to an aspect of the Creator, but which also has its own personality. Think of it like white light through a prism. The white light represents the Creator, the prism represents their choice to create the angels from themselves, and each of the rainbow colors that are displayed through the prism represent the angels. Each of those colors came from and exist within the white light. They are aspects of the original. See? Going back to what Michael does, he is the protector, the defender. If you are feeling attacked, or that you need help to bolster your nerve, Michael is the one to call for that. You don't need to do any special ritual either, though you can if you want to, and I can go further into that in another video. Like and subscribe for that. All you need to do is ask, either aloud or in your head, for Michael to help you. That's it, it's that easy. Drawing this section to a close, I'll go over how you can know there is an angel with you. Well, first thing, you might notice. If you're upset, or scared enough, you might not notice their attempts at communication, but that doesn't mean that you are alone. He's there, and he'll be there for as long as you ask. You might not even notice them even if you're calm enough. Some people pick it up straight away, other people who have perhaps been hurt by the world, might need to practice, but don't give up just because you can't feel their presence there straight away. In my experience with my own personal, guardian angel, I can tell when they're near because I've been working with them for so long that I know their cues. The way they say, "Chin up YB, it won't be this bad forever." Working with other angels on the other hand, I sometimes struggle to know when they are with me, but the key to working with them is believing that they have received your message and are actively working to help you. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. Back to the point though, there are a few ways to be aware of their presence. The first, most obvious one is seeing spirit lights. My angel will show up using specific colors. There is something as well known as synchronicity which plays a large part in almost every form of spirit awareness. They might make you aware of a specific, unusual word, and then cause that word and references to it to show up in your daily life. My angel and guides have been so persistent using synchronicities that I've almost wanted to shout at them.
I know! I know, I got it. I got the concept.
Another way is far more subtle and depends on your emotions. This one can be tricky because, as any empaths watching will tell you, it can be difficult to figure out if what you're feeling is your own emotion, or that or another being. When angels are particularly close, you may start to become aware of a sense of excitement in your chest. Uncontrollable excitement. You might want to laugh, or cry, or bounce on the spot or even dance. This is due to their vibrations being significantly higher than our own, as well as the incredible energy that angels are made of. Despite what it says in the Bible about when the angels appeared to the shepherds, "Be not afraid, for we bring tidings of great joy," a real angel will never cause you to be afraid. If you do try to open to angels and feel overcome with fear, then it's likely one of two things. 1. It might not be an angel. This is an easy fix. I cover how to close your awareness down in my video, Spirit Work 101, I'll link that above and below, so definitely go watch that. Then ask for your personal guardian angel or deity to keep all negative entities away from you. The second thing that fear might be, is you. It's easy to scare yourself, and if you feel unnerved by the concept, then trying to open up at that time might not be the best time. Do the shutdown exercise I mentioned that I linked and ask for protection. The angels aren't going to be angry with you for this, and will happily wait for you to be ready. For example, I see spirit lights all the time, and on occasion, I've actually seen spirit manifestations. On one occasion, when I saw my dog, I knew she was dead, but I didn't feel confused or afraid. In the moment, it was right that she was there. On the other hand, one of my father's spirit guides likes to wander the halls at night, patrol, keep us safe, and I woke up sometime in the AM and saw the silhouette of this enormous, muscular man stood over me, and I cacked it. Of course, I found out later that he wasn't a threat, in fact, he was the opposite.
When I heard you were in the hospital, I dashed right over!
See how there's a difference between a spirit and an angel? In all of my time working with angels, with my guardian angel and the others, I have never once been frightened of them. Not even when I first started out and barely had a sense for what they were. In fact, this would be the perfect time call on Michael. This next bit might seem a bit silly, but I'm all for making things as simple and accessible as possible, but if you are having trouble seeing Michael in your head, I find that association works great as a way to get around that. As I've shown earlier in the video, John Travolta was in a movie in the 90s where he was depicted as the Archangel Michael. You know where I'm going with this. If I'm struggling to feel that connection with Michael, I'll bring up that image in my head. Similarly, a lot of people just don't connect with the image of the creator being that guy on the cloud, so I use association there too. Morgan Freeman.
I'm God.
Bingo! Yahtzee! Is that your final answer? Our survey says God! Bing, 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 bing.
He was wonderful in that role in Bruce Almighty, so if I need help to strengthen that connection, I'll bring up an image of Morgan Freeman in my head. And that's all for today's episode. There is of course more about Michael that I can go into in another video if that's asked for, as well as other angels such as Ariel, Uriel and Azrael. Of course, there is also my own guardian angel that I can one day introduce as well, not to mention rituals and spells that you can do with the archangels. Lastly, since it's almost the end of the month, that means it's almost October, with Samhain on the way, so I'll be doing some spooky videos next month. That means that this is your opportunity to get your opinion in on what types of videos I'll be releasing. Maybe you're interested in tarot, spirit work, traditions and holidays? How about spells and spell work and correspondences? Maybe it's lore or fae that interest you. Or maybe the synchronicities that I spoke of earlier have taken you attention. Regardless, I'm interested in what you want to see, what you're interested in, so please leave me a comment below about that. Suggest a few topics and I can add them to my to-do list. I read every single comment. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, stay safe and I'll see you next time. Blessed be.